It's one way to get attention. The Neverhood Chronicles. Is that the original name for the game? Yeah, more than 3 tons of clay and 50,000 animation frames. But they made the game in a year. They pitched it in 95 and released it in 96. Oh, we are right into it. Alright, let's check our options. Escape, there we go. Oh, I need to pause that. Okay. Alright, I guess let's save the game first and foremost. So credits, who made the game? The Neverhood is. It's a very unfortunate image there. Is that a French fry sandwich? Well, I will say one thing: you're unlikely to find credit sequences with more personality than we just saw there. All right, now let's take a look at about how we made the game, or they made the game, of course. The concept genesis.
It all started in 1988 with an art show of mine called A Beautiful Day in the Neverhood. It was 17 paintings that depicted a little clay city with little clay people running around in it. Years later, myself and my team found ourselves at Steven Spielberg's house pitching this idea for a PC game, and DreamWorks Interactive loved it. We started brainstorming right there, and we started just drawing like crazy and coming up with monsters and contraptions and puzzles, and those were the most creative days of my life.
The story.
The story of the Neverhood is basically taken from the Bible in the account of creation and man's fall from grace. As claimant, it's up to you to use your free will to decide between right and wrong. In addition to that, you have to figure out who you are and what you have to do to reach that decision point. Claimant as a character is an innocent, but two questions to ask yourself when designing a new character are, is he funny or is he scary? In the case of all the characters in the Neverhood, Clayman, Willie, they're funny. But in the case of Clog, they're very funny.
The sets.
After we established the style of the game, we went into the building phase, building the sets. First, I mapped out the set and how it was going to be constructed. I ended up building two different sets: a large-scale set for the camera to move through, and then a smaller set so that we could show the whole world. We didn't have enough room to actually build the whole world on a larger scale. A lot of the buildings were designed. A lot of it had to do with the limitations of the materials, the wood and the clay, and then some of the other elements of the world, some of the trees and a lot of the overhanging elements had to do with just nice compositions for each shot. That was sort of the way that a lot of the look came about was really had to do with a lot of the restrictions and working on. What?
Claying the sets.
We used about 3 tons of clay, I'd say, to cover the sets and the interiors. We just stored the clay pretty much everywhere in the halls. When I was a kid. What we did is we came up with a technique. We'd use hot plates to heat the clay up in like large turkey pans, and then we'd spread it with spatulas and putty knives and sheetrock knives and stuff like that. The colors that we had to mix, we'd get a sample on paper, and then we'd try and match it as close as we could, or I'd try and match it as close as we could, or whoever. And we just put it on, let it cool down, then we'd have to thumb it to get texture out so it didn't look like frosting on a cake.
clay and puppet animation.
I was in charge of the longer flick scenes in the game, some of the dramatic sequences. It's a really odd process. I start with storyboards. I draw everything out and paste the timing on it, record the voices, and then have the lighting set up, point the cameras, and after all this prep work, it could be hours for a shot, I finally get to get in and animate. The painstaking process of moving a puppet a little bit and shooting a frame, moving a puppet a little bit and shooting a frame. It comes up to being about 15 frames per second.
The way that we approached the first-person movement was to build a track system out of wood. We looked into other systems, motion-controlled camera, and 3D generated artwork, but we wanted to stay away from all of that. We wanted to kind of go the low-tech route. The way that the camera movements are handled, the camera sits down on this track and is moved along in small increments, 15 per second. And the turns are handled by hubs that rotate, that the camera sits on and rotates.
Wanted, $1,000 bet to drink 4 liters of fruit punch soda in 1 hour. All right, I did not expect to be seeing
My
that.
role in creating the Neverhood was to do all the puppet animation, the interactive puppet animation, where you are controlling Clayman or any of the other characters. That's the animation I did. Oh, I don't know, maybe 20,000 frames of animation using latex puppets with mechanical armatures and clay puppets with wire armatures. Yeah.
I'm grateful this was shot in a black and
Hi,
white.
kids. Hi, Terry. My name is Uncle Terry.
Hi, Uncle Terry.
And I do the music for the Neverhood. It starts with a guitar. This is a guitar. And this is a guitar chord. What Uncle Terry does is he waits for the muse to visit him before he writes a song. I'm going to wait right now.
From the start of the Neverhood, we knew that the sound and music was going to be, an integral part of making the Neverhood come alive and be real. We wanted the sound effects to be very earthy, almost grotesque, thuddy clay. The music, because the gaming industry was all going to heavy metal and techno, we wanted to kind of take a right turn and go into blues and just Dixieland, just funky, crazy stuff, which we knew Terry Taylor, whom I'm a big fan of, was very good at, very versatile. He did a couple of songs, they worked out very well, and, well, he got hired. The voices of the characters, we couldn't afford any more voice actors, so we all did them ourselves. And I did Clog and Hoborg and Big Robot Bill, and Mark Lorenzen did Billy Trombone. Clog, we would have me say something like, "I know what you're thinking and you can forget it." And then we would pitch it up an octave, so he sounded like this little, crusty little guy, evil, with evil heart.
Interior rooms and puzzles.
To make backgrounds for the Neverhood, you very carefully plan out how you want the room or the puzzle to look. You build it out of wood, and then you cover that wood with clay, sculpting it to look just right. And then you shoot it with a digital camera, take it into a paint program, touch it up, and build any animations that go with it. And you put it right in the game.
Programming.
I'm a recovering programmer, and I'm proud of it. I worked on the engine, I worked on resource compilers and just pixels and bits and pixels and bits, and I programmed and I slept a little bit once in a while, but mostly I programmed.
When we first decided to make a video game using a bunch of clay and sets, I was really excited because that sounded like a fun thing to begin on. So we brought in some carpenters and they started building these wood sets, and I wanted to help, but I had to set up a network and write some animation tools for the artists. But then they started playing the set, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be fun. But I had to write a sound engine for the game and work on some of the first-person puzzles. And before I knew it, everything was built, and they filmed everything, and I hadn't gotten to have any fun. Just the artists had fun. The programmers, we worked in our offices. But they got to use computers. In fact, this is Doug's computer right here. He used it every day. He got to use computers and play with clay. I was stuck using computers. Well, Mr. Doug Nagel, this is what I think about that. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
It's an A-class mullet there.
I just sit here with my hands folded in my lap, very quietly. And if anybody comes by, I scowl at them. And they think they're interrupting something important. And they go away.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Tests. Conceptual art. I did it, Christopher Breeden. Visit the Neverhood website, www.neverhood.com. Okay. All right. That might have been a little lengthy, but at least we got a... I like that we actually saw that before we started the game, so it gives us, you know, a little bit of a flavor. You know, say what you will, but at least it definitely seems like it's made by, you know, people who were creative and invested in the outcome of the game. So that's always good to see. All right, let's resume playing. It's Glayman. All right, so we have a switch, a button, a window, a door, and a huge mallet. My guess is when we open the door, someone's going to get whacked, potentially ourselves. Oh, we can wake ourselves up. Hi. You have anything in there? Can we push your buttons? No. Alright, let's pull this lever. Oh. What if we push this button? Ah, that opens the window. Okay. We can see outside. Nice trees. That was good. Alright, we have a turn left and a turn right, it seems. And what if we tried to open the door? No. Alright, let's bash it again. And again. Victory is mine, I think. Aha, yes. So this is shaping up to potentially be, is it like single room puzzles, then you just continue advancing, or I guess we'll have to see how it works. We did hear from the manual there are 20 discs to find, so that's going to be our progress metric there. We have some sort of Venus flytrap. I mean, I guess we can try giving out a Cedric for each of these puzzles that we might be getting through. We'll see. Why not? Hey, okay. Right, they said you can only die, or there's only one area you can die and it's clearly marked. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna have to like ring our way through this, it would seem. Actually, can I click on this? What is this panel here? Is that a panel or a placard or something? Nope, it's just the same door. Okay. Alright, up the ladder we go. Oh, or down the ladder, apparently. Didn't even see that we could go down. Okay. What have we done here? A pestle? Is this a mailbox? Dear Clayman, please feed my pet flytrap. He eats ring food. I do not love Willie. Ah, so that was the flytrap who we got temporarily eaten by, I suppose? Alright. They did recommend we keep some notes, so let me get my notes out. Doi. Okay. Feed pet flytrap ring food. Doi. Oh, we're just gonna throw that out. That's a garbage can. Okay. So we can't get that. Put that in our purse. No. Is there anything else in the mailbox? Clay Meb. You may have already won 2 bricks of clay. Willie. Good to know. I'll take as many bricks as I can get. Anything else? Clayman, how do you spell Holborgs? Love, Willie. So I guess this is our... We live here. This is our mailbox, and we're getting all sorts of fan mail from Willie. Clay, send this letter to 3 friends or you will fall ill. Willie D1. So is this still... This was the early days of... What do they call it? Like chain mail? Remember there was like an early email thing? They made you forward things and you'd get good luck if you sent the email to 10 people or something like that. You forwarded it. What do they call those things? Dear Clayman, you read too much. Willie. That's true, I am... They're catching on. I like to read all my mail. And in the actual mail too, yeah, I mean, that seems to be what's happening here, right? Clay friend, you read too darn much. Willie. I'm hoping there's like a disc at the end of all these letters. Dear Clay, at first this was fun, but now you're being a baby. From Willie. Willie, you really underestimate my patience. Hello, still no mail. From Willie. Greetings again. If you throw this away, I'll think less of you. Willie. It's a risk I'm just gonna have to take here. Okay. Hi, chum. My head has a hole in it. W. Oh, they just want they wanted to see if they could, and they did. That's what I think of you now. Dear Clayman, hang me from a tree by my hoop so I can play Absalom. Willie. I don't think we want to be doing hanging on any trees. Unless maybe it's our laundry. Perhaps a bird feeder. Clayman. Okay, so now we're finally starting to see a repeat. So if the next one is also a repeat, we know it's fully looped. Yep, it has. Okay. So we solve our letters, at least for now. I'm assuming we can't walk off into a black void. So up the ladder we go. Oh, good. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought he was automatically going up to the top there. Oh, does this not go to the top? Oh, jeez. So the ladder doesn't go up there. But we can jump up. Nice. Next one. Oh, we can't, like, jungle gym this? You know, the rings on the jungle gym when you swung from one to the other? Maybe we can? No. So maybe one of these is... will snap off when we pull it, because we want to feed... Oh, that's ringing a bell. Perhaps. Can I get him to swing? No. Yeah, apparently some of the... Oh! Okay, that opened the door. But if we let go of it, I'm sure it'll probably close. What happens if we pull this? Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to probably get the Venus flytrap to hang on to that one. Okay. So... jump back up here. I guess some of the puzzles were considered too difficult and or frustrating. Okay, so let's see if we can get this flytrap to... Oh yeah, oh, we can move him, nice. Can we push him from this other side? Aha, yes. A little bit more. So we want the fourth one. Maybe one more. There we go. Now can we jump up there? Yes. So hopefully when we let... Oh, there we go. Boom. This looks like a video of some kind.
Score!
Hey, Terravan, thanks very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the Neverhood. Oh, looks like I'm getting closer with that command. It's impossible to test, so I never know. How's it going, Terravan? What were you playing? Welcome, welcome. All right, it seems like we can go straight or to the right or to the left, but we cannot go back. There's a Triceratops head over there. All right, let's head left first, I suppose. Oh. Interesting. So we can go into a black, dark room. Back here. Does this right also go to that room? This is probably just the way we came, I'm guessing. It looks like we did a 180. Yeah, alright. So why don't we go straight then? Oh, first person view. 6 hours into Doom 3. A brainless go for it. I mean, yeah, it's an FPS, right? Oh, that's good. Okay. So, yeah, you're about 2/3 of the way through. In you go. Oh, we got a dud. So we're going to have to construct our own version of this. With TNT. Is this a disc? Nope. I think it was. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we can give out like 3 subjects for each disc we get. Alright, what is... Oh, okay. So we're making some figure out of dynamite. Oh, it's still relaxing. Well, that's good, still relaxing. Okay. Oh, so this itself is a puzzle? Oh, I'm switching these things. Okay, interesting. So are we trying to recreate this? Apparently. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm doing quite yet. Let's not mess around too much more. Did that change these items? I'm not sure. What is this? A lollipop up here? Or is that a match? Doesn't seem like... I guess we can't reach it, maybe? Alright, so it seems like we can't interact directly with this. My guess is we have to get all of the TNT pieces swapped in for the dummy pieces, maybe? For the dud pieces, I mean. So if TNT is there, and probably need to get it there. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so now, did we move that back? We did, okay. So you control all these pieces with this console. I guess let's try to make it out of dynamite and then see what happens. So we have the head, the arm, and the 2 legs. Changed. Hi. And that's, I guess, how we light it. So why do we want to light a TNT version of seemingly ourselves? To blow up... Wait, oh, can we not get through this door? Oh, no, we can. Wait a minute, could we have gotten through there without doing that first? I wonder if this door opened because we made him out of TNT and he dropped. So I'm wondering if we solved the puzzle and if we're done. It's too bad I didn't save before this, so now I don't really know. That said, I will save now, however. Okay, 1 TNT, Clayman. Resume playing. What if I try to go back here? No, we can't go back to the console. I'm thinking we solved this puzzle. That's the way it's seeming. And we still can't get this match, so I'm going to make a note of that. It feels like we already completed the fly trap ring food thing. Match above TNT dummy door. Alright. Forward. So if we turn, does this do a 180 or a 90? A 90. Okay. Some strange looking thing there. Back to where we were. Some dark foreboding area. Alright, let's try this weird pink creature. Mushroom toadstool thingy. We ate a mushroom apple. I approve. So this repeats. We have a source of food. That's my takeaway from this. We seem to have had a bigger effect there now. Now you're going to make me do it again. Are we eating from the tree of life? A fart mixed in for good measure. Gesundheit. Is that the best you can do? So probably just, I'm guessing it just loops the sequences again. We'll confirm now. So we'll get the longer burp. Although I don't remember if he had chewed as much the first time. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so it's looping them. Alright. Fair enough. Let's check what this over this area. Ooh, Triceratops skeleton. Skull. So this is what, a Triceratops fountain? Alright, good to know we have a source of, I hope, water, maybe? Alright. And now, let's go over to this interesting looking character. Figure on the wall. What is it, some growling? Can't go straight there. What, pray tell, is this? Up, up. A Jack in the Box? Do 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 do. Yeah. No. Oh. Ooh, match. Oh. off with my head. But I'm made of clay, so therefore it's no problem. We have a match. Can we light this up here? Is he actually going to be able to get through here? Maybe I have to push the dummy his way. Yes. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, he did enjoy it, seemingly. I don't know who that was, but that was great. All right, well, that seemed to have worked out just fine. What was that creature? Like a spider? I don't know, spider mantis? I don't know what to call that thing. It was a monster of some kind. Oops. All right. Now let's take a look at that area. Is the Jack in the Box still there, or the Charlie in the Box, as BDR said? Is that creature? Oh, we can't click on this anymore. Aha, this is still here. Now we have an opening to continue. Okay, I guess we don't pick that up. What is this, a haunted house ride? Can we go off the track? No. Up, 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 up. Oh, this is gonna be fun. so we can push that button. Push. Do we know what that did? I heard some sort of horn. Ooh. Maybe it extended the track over to the right. Let's check it. Nope. It looked like it was just, I mean, it was just kind of clicking in a circle, yeah. That's all I was doing, at least. Helping it along. Okay. So there's the Triceratops fountain. I guess the cliff ride in circle. Should we check up on our mushroom apple tree? It's gonna be that forever burp. It would appear so. Okay. This is still the Triceratops mountain, I would imagine. But what did we change after pushing that button is the question. Can we leave that? Okay, we can leave that flowing. Why not? Are there any other nodes here? No. Okay, that's a 180. Can't pull in the little rope thingy. Alright, okay, we can't go that way, but we can look that way. Some sort of, is that a cannon? Ah, what is this? Uh-oh. Hang on one moment here. Okay, my son randomly woke up. He never wakes up once he goes to sleep. But this night he appears to. I just want to see if he's going back to bed. He's just sitting up there. Cried for a little bit. Okay, it looks like he's resting down. Alright, looks like he laid back down. I think he'll be alright. Ooh, another disc. Yeah, I actually make these saves based on the disc number. It's a better idea. Was that a ceiling fan I saw? I think so. Yes. Alright, so we have a little button in the wall and some sort of... Is this going to be a slide puzzle or something? No. But maybe not too far off from that. Do we have to create some sort of path? First of all, okay, we can move these. Alright, and it looks like, yeah, okay, you can only move to adjacent spots, but not diagonally. I'm guessing we have to connect the like colors. Let's see what I want to do here. So probably these three have to be stacked. I'm not sure about the gray ones, though. The gray ones are interesting. Actually, oh, what am I doing? That one needs to be down there. Dang. Alright, before we actually try to solve this, what is this button? Did that just close the door? It's where we came from. Okay. Got it. So if we try to go back without that door open, you can't. Okay, got it. So that's not really a puzzle. I wonder why the door just can't stay open though. That's interesting. All right, so we have 3 blues, 3 greens, and kind of a gray. Yeah, I think since this is left, okay, I'm guessing the blue has to be on the left side, the green has to be on the right side, it seems. Perhaps. La 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 la. Alright, yeah, it does seem like a slide puzzle of sorts. Not my favorite, to be sure. We're gonna have to cycle that down. Actually, I'm a little rusty when it comes to slide puzzles, for sure. No, there is some trick to them, though. Alright, for now, do this. We'll flip these later. Oh, it is interesting. These colors changing? They're not changing, but is that based on the light of where they're positioned? Suddenly look different to me. I don't know why. I wonder whether it matters whether that one is there or there. Interesting. Alright, we have the same problem on both sides. So that looks like right. It should connect, kind of. Yeah. So we have to flip those two. That one goes up there. Oof. Okay. I need to cycle that one out. I'm gonna do that. Ah, but lead with the bad one. Got it. Okay, so. Yeah, inclination to boot. Yeah, this gray one sucks because it doesn't go to anything. Yes, I need to cycle this one. Alright, so hopefully that solves the left side. Hopefully. Alright, let's see if we can do the right side now. We have to get these two adjacent to one another, so that. Then how are we going to do this? On the wrong side. So we need to know when to switch it. It's going to be a problem. So I'm hoping just lock these and not mess with them at all. Would be my hope. Okay. Now move it back. Damn. H. The door is open.
You're so good at this.
Took me a little while to get going, but we got there. All right, let's save there. That was the guide puzzle. Oh, look at this. Oh, I should have looked at for the disc. Our third disc. Let's quickly resave that under our, with the new. Can I slot? Can I? Yeah. Okay. Good. We can save over the prior slot. Good. All right. What do we have here now? We have a looks like a mouse hole. Oh, huh, that's fun. What is this screen about? Oh, that's our disc player. Oh, we're dropping them off here? Ah, so we have discs 1, 2, and 4. Well, that's cool. Play?
Hello.
Hi.
Me Willie. Me Willie trombone. These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the third age. Willie know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you.
It wants us to click on 3. Can we... Wait, we already saw 2?
Story about good.
Ah, okay.
Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the Third Age. Will you know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do? Listen, I tell you.
Okay, so we're missing disc 3. Can we play disc 4 anyway, or will it not make
He had
sense?
to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore.
Neat. Okay. Alright, well, yeah, let's save it the disc player then. Pop up disc player. Alright, so probably disc 3 is in that opposite direction, I would think. But let's take a look at the next room anyway. Since we're here. So we got some drawings on the wall. Will this turn on the lights? It will. Nice. Alright, let's see what we got. Someone carrying a pole with N, maybe a king because he's got a crown. Is he lording over some slaves or something? Someone's worshipping. Oh no, the king is worshipping something. There's a cannon that shoots, but some big robot character. Interesting. There's fire over here. Doesn't seem like we can interact with whatever this is. But we also can't proceed further right. Oh no, we can. The Neverhood Chronicles Preamble. Is that a button? Oh. Okay, hang on. I am Quater. Read my words and be my friend. Father commands me to record the truth of history, so that readers will learn from those who went before. Therefore, I give each of my 7 sons one of these self-engraving history recording clay walls. Nice. This wall automatically records the activity in this world and in any other world containing one of the other walls. Behold, anyone who tampers with the records on these walls will be considered the enemy of Father. Uh-oh. I will not like you much either. This wall is given by Father. It will teach you to acquire wisdom. Integrity and skills for solving problems. In each of our lives, we must make decisions. When these times come, be ready to make the right choices. Continue in what you know is true, though truth is often hard to see. These walls may hold the only truths you will know. Quater. Interesting. So don't mess with this, otherwise he'll screw us. Alright, is this an item we can pick up? Chalk, maybe? Unsure what that is, but we picked it up. And then we have some ominous looking spikes of sorts here. So that looks like maybe that's a gate to get past there. Is this a button? Yes. Can we go through? Will I be trapped? Oh, it's an elevator. Okay. Oh, and another disc. Aha! Yes, always push the button is the answer here. Alright, so far so good, huh? 4th disc. Alright, and then what is this? Does this send the elevator back up, or? I wonder, did that make the same that might have made the same sound of that one that we pushed inside that circular, that circle on that track. Oh. That cannon again. Ooh. So the cannon can take out the robot. Is this going to replay this? Oh wow, so we can control the elevator without doing much of anything. Oh, that didn't sound as good. Okay, leave it on that more pleasing tone, I suppose. And then just the same thing? Yeah. Interesting. And you can't interact with these things, I guess? No. Father and Quater. What is this, some big drill or something? Father. Father is a kind being whom no one has ever seen. Father is beyond our comprehension. All folks know is that he was here before there ever was a here. He is happy and enjoys existing. He is said to be great and powerful, and as far as anyone knows, there was no one before him. He is from the other side. No one has ever been to the other side, but it is supposed to be a great place where there is peace without death. Huh. Let's read about Quater. Quater is the only being Father has ever made. He has been a good friend of Father's for many eons. Quater is the official go-between for all beings and Father. Since he himself is a being, is he like a prophet and Father is God or something? Since he himself is a being made by Father, not much can be learned about Father by looking at Quater. But if anything is known to anyone about Father, Quater revealed it. Quater forged 7 crowns for 7 beings he created for Father to pour his approval on. Quater left the comfort of Father's presence to pioneer a new world, where his beings could make their own place in order to empathize with Quater. Huh. Oh my gosh, this goes on to Astilla. No, Agdilla. Quater made Agdilla as a kind of test subject. He gave Agdilla a crown. Oh, so that's that king thing. Although he did not have a head to set the crown on. Agdilla is a mass of blue gas that is barely self-aware. It is said that Agdilla is the spirit of adventure, since on the day he was made, he left Quater's homeland traveling in a straight line without stopping. He has picked up many particles from space which have made a happy home for themselves on Agdilla's back. Agdilla is now 1 million times the size he was when Quater made him, and his inhabitants include the specks of rhylanate. The specks of rhylanate were in constant conflict with the specks of rod. The specks of rod cultivated food on Agdilla's back using their own spit. The specks of rhylanate had no spit, but occupied most of the surface of Agdilla. The specks of rhylanate were disgusted by all the spitting that the specks of rod did, and they did not like stepping in it either. The strife between the specks of rhylanate and the specks of rod carried on for centuries. The conflict was never physically violent, but there was much whining, taunting, heated sneering, upheavals, and so on. This period is known as the Ubla Sanctor Hact, or the 3 millennia of conflict, although it was really more like 2.5. During the Ubla Sanctor Hact, an incident happened that at once made all the specks forget their animosity and at the same time exacerbated the conflict even more. In the 8th month, on the 27th day, during the 11th year of the 1st century of the 2nd millennium of the Ubla Sanctor Hact, the specks of rhylanate woke up to find a strange being of gigantic size asleep in Screnchy Park. There was a pond by his head where he had drooled while he slept. A crowd of specks gathered around the Titan as the morning hours went by. The larger the crowd grew, the more the specks talked among themselves. The hubbub finally became so loud that the giant awoke and sat up. The giant showed his great teeth and growled at them from deep within his huge body. The specks fed him for fear of being eaten alive. The giant could easily have thrown 3 or 4 of them into his mouth at once. He was very bizarre looking, even for a giant. He was like nothing they had ever seen before. His head had a ring of flesh on it that started almost at the very top, then looped down and joined the head again at the jaw. 3 specks, one on top of the other, could have stood up inside the ring. He had huge lips with which he covered his enormous teeth, while the Specs had no lips at all. Above the lips, almost to the top of the face, were two ball-shaped things that had one dot within each of them. The giant seemed to use them to observe things, since the dots moved and pointed at whoever was speaking to him. His torso was short for his size, while his legs were extremely long. Out of his chest stuck three spiked horns. For days upon in the end, the Specs tried to speak to the giant to find out if he was friend or foe, to no avail. His form of speech sounded too low down, deep, basically just describing herself, and loud. It reminded them too much of the rumbling growl that came from deep within his body. The Specs did not like it, and they did not understand it. They could not even tell where one syllable ended and the next began, and comprehending sentences was totally impossible. To avoid hearing him speak, the Specs fed him constantly. The Specs of Rylanate did not keep a guard posted where the giant was staying. They could never have overpowered him. In any case, the giant never threatened them. King Rylanate had in mind to win over the giant's confidence so that he might be employed to stomp on the Specks of Rod. King Rylanate often went to Scrunchy Park to speak to the giant. He wanted to impress the giant, so he had the best acrobats from the Rylanate Circus come visit him. The king commanded the unicyclist to do loop-the-loops inside the ring on the giant's head, while a high diver did trick drives off his huge lips into a barrel of water at the giant's feet. During these demonstrations of the circus performer's expertise, the giant did nothing but stand still and smile. Even while there were trapeze artists swinging from the three spikes that stuck out from his chest, the giant stood like a stone sculpture with a silly grin on his face. King Rylanate redoubled his efforts to continue to try. Oh my god, how long does this go on for? Oh dear god. You gotta be kidding. Wow, so there are like 4 full screens of this. I mean, we'll definitely read it all. I'm too tired to like read it now and retain everything, but maybe we'll start next stream with that. Oh my god, it keeps on going. Berber, holy shit. So this is the Hall of Record. Is this the Hall of Records? Okay, so this is what I think they mentioned that the Japanese PlayStation port removed. And I'm starting to understand perhaps why. Look at that strutting. Oh my god. I'm just curious what the last paragraph here would say. I was not alive, so could not beget anything. Numeron. I should at least write down the names of these things. There was Agabilla, Numeron, what was it, Berberat or something? Think about how long it's gonna take to walk back. I hope this like somehow loops to the front. Exactly, Ted. Well, the question is Ottoborg. The question is whether this is actually like, is it just lore for the sake of lore, or would this actually help us figure out the the puzzles in the game, make progress with the game? Ed's chunk just spun in place forever. Chunk. Home. Is that Homen? I think Homen. Well, even walking this hall is going to take a year and a half. Quater stepped in and took Pinto Bunyan's crown away and gave it to a new being he called Arvin. So not Paul Bunyan, but Pinto Bunyan. Holborg. So long as nothing went wrong. There's that robot creature again. So they're making an offering of a teddy bear? Arvin. And it keeps on going. Damn. What percentage of players do you think actually read all through this? It's got to be under 1%, right? Has to be. Oh, oh, look at this. And you get a disc for making it all the way to the end. Totally worth it, see? Totally worth it. All right, disc 5. I think they call this Hall of Records, something like that. What did the last paragraph here say? Royale. Only 3,667 Abers are allowed through the door. So all this pointed to that thing. And this is a window? Look out. Some spiky thing? Okay. Interesting. Now we get to walk all the way back. But we got a disc, so hooray for that. I wonder if... Hey, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the Adventure Quest. So I wonder if we are actually roughly a quarter of the way through the game. I kind of doubt it, but we do have 5 of the 20 discs. I do want to see now, is this disc number 3? More likely it's... Wait, have we actually picked up 2 new discs? Yeah, I guess we have. Right, because there was one through the elevator. So we should return these to the disc player and then see if we got disc 3 or not. Because we have discs 1, 2, and 4. This could be 5 and 6 and 3 is across that field, maybe. We got quite a ways to walk here. I really hope we don't have to go back. This could also have useful, though. Each of them has a drawing at the end of the chapter on the sub. This does say Homan, right? Not Homer. Hey, go back. Homan, yeah. Gotta love that walking. Although he's not really much walking, it's just kind of like throwing his body forward. Autoborg. We still have to go through Numeron, Berberat, and Agabilla. Berberat, I'm not actually clear on the name. We have to confirm that name. There's Numeron. All right, 2 more sections to traverse. So you probably can't complete the game unless you walk to this end of this hall. So I'm pretty glad I did it now, actually. Man, even you guys know I love to look at and read everything in a game, but even I might have my limits. Like, this could take a couple hours maybe to read through, especially given the... It's one thing to read this much text, but to read it in this way where you have to continue to reposition him and then scroll down, it's kind of a little bit awkward. It's how slow your 3-year-old walks, especially when you're in a hurry. Oh yeah, okay, wait, hold on, was it Berberet? Bert? Okay, yeah, it's Bert. Okay. Bert. Not Berberet, Bert. Yeah, so that's why I'm not relishing the notion of reading all through this. Am I planning to play the sequel, Armor Crog? I mean, yeah. If people pick, is it an adventure? Is it listed as an adventure game? Well, that wasn't even the sequel, right? Skull Monkeys is the sequel. Armor Crog is like the spiritual sequel. Well, I guess Father and Quattro count for this too, and even the preamble, right? So these in total make the Neverhood Chronicles. Okay, cool. So I wonder if this is all some of the different characters that were mentioned. Oh, okay, hang on. Sorry. One idea I have I want to try. So what happens if we turn off the lights and then go down? Just curious. Especially if we go through the elevator area. Ooh. That was a good idea. This can be like a code to something, maybe? Okay. Gonna make a note of this. In the dark code. So it's almost like T, and then like a southwest quarter pi. I don't know what to call that symbol. Doesn't look like we can interact with the symbols. Okay, can I push that lever? No. Yeah, Pac-Man. It's probably a better way to say it. Alright, doesn't look like we can pull that lever wherever it is. Now, I'm not as crazy enough, don't worry, to walk all the way to the end and back, but I do want to walk one screen over just to see if it... Okay, so it just looks in the dark. Alright. Doot, doot. Alright, let's check out our new discs we got. 2 new discs. Alright, thanks so much, Echo. Appreciate it. Oh, look at that. We do have the first 5. Awesome. So let's start on disc 3.
It all starts with Hoborg, a being who had to create because he had to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone.
Alright, an intriguing start to that story, no doubt. Alright, let's see if we can go across this field. See what might be seen. Oh, we have... Is there another Triceratops found here? A foot pedal? Yes. Okay. So it's all about the Triceratops fountains, apparently. Oh, that one runs out, though. Okay. We can't interact with those. All right. Does this open the door or do something with those? Is it a doorbell? No, pipes. So something's going on with that one, huh? That fifth one? Indeed. Okay. So we might have to fix that fifth something or other. Okay, so we have Triceratops fountains. Then we have the fifth pipe making odd note. All right, and then can we just click on the door to open it or not? No. Okay, and we can't click on the pipes themselves. That does not do anything. Can I click on this button and then on the pedal in quick succession? Oh, okay, I wanted to see whether there was a relation between the two. Oh, he clicked on it twice. What was that about? No, just once that time. Doesn't seem like we can interact with anything other than just pushing that button though, so, Okay. And I'm assuming we can't walk to the right there. We cannot, okay. Alright, so that seems like that H is for Hoborg. So this is where we came in from. Just want to make sure again there's no way to go. Yeah, left or right here, okay. Alright. Now we can't get back up here, right? So if we go here, this is just going back down to our mailbox. Alright. Clay Clay Bobé. Spitting is fun. It is fun to spit and change the notes. Brother Willie. I hope this isn't in-game hints. Wait a minute. The manual had a section, or not the manual, but part of the game package had like a intro clues or hints thing. I hope this is not hint like in the in-game hint system. Seems like it is, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to. It would be bad. Although I feel like if that were true, people wouldn't have complained as much about this game being frustrating and difficult. If they're just going to give stuff away like that. You can easily bypass the challenging puzzles. Yeah, she did ask something like that. Well, she actually didn't ask about the game, but she was happy that I played the Peanuts game on Friday. Yeah, I mean, we did see the. You know, we read through those notes originally, and it was mostly seemed like harmless throwaway stuff. So it seems like if we can we get like some water from the fountain and can we drink some? Ah, yeah. Oh, so that was a glass I picked up. Okay. Although I drank it too. So I can't spit? I'm pretty thirsty too myself, by the way. Alright, so how can we spit without drinking? Do I have to get rid of this glass? Oh, Damn it, Clayman. No, don't get your glass. If you're gonna get your glass now, don't drink it. Don't drink it. Damn it. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem then. I guess let's go to the other place where there was the maybe we need the glass at the other Triceratops fountain location. Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. What's over here then? Oh, we can go this way. Okay, we've not seen this area yet. Well, is it hints? If it does contain hints, I mean, it's one thing if it's clues, right? There's a difference between clues and hints. Clues is like in-game material that they actually expect you to use to solve the puzzles. But if it's hints, like you need to refer to it because you can't figure out, right? You're having trouble figuring out what to do. That's a different story, right? Like an in-game hint system. All right, we have some sort of locked situation here. So this one's broken. We can't, looks like a screwdriver of some kind. And I can't depress those. Okay. Wait a minute. Wasn't this one originally? Oh, I see. So both of these work and this one doesn't. So we have to fix the red. Okay. So we need to spit that fifth pipe, make me a note, and fix red light lock. Hey, Woods. Yeah, all claymation, huh? It's kind of neat. Huh, okay. So both of those light up. Alright. And I guess this just goes the way we came? Yep. Alright, so we had to do another puzzle. Oh, look at, there's a hole in that rock over there. We can't go that way yet. Alright, so let's go back this way and see, maybe we can collect water. Do we collect water at the other Triceratops? Or maybe we have to collect, maybe we don't drink it, but then we use it to pour, and I don't know, plant something? Who knows? So the thing was up here and then turn right. Yeah, it's still running. But this time he doesn't pick up the water. Doesn't seem like we can interact with this, though. Other than turn it on and off. I did think that BDR. I did. I also thought I would be saying, do we collect water at the Stegosaurus, but I have not. I have not uttered that yet today, other than just now. All right, so we can't really interact with that, at least not yet. Exactly, Snatcher. That's why it's always interesting and never a dull day on the adventure. Well, I take that. Sometimes we have dull days. But I do like the element of surprise, for sure. More burping. Yeah, so that just loops among the 3 lengths. And then so over to the other side we had the that circle track. But we can't. So I think that beast was making that sound there before. This is not a thing. That just goes back. We can't take the Jack in the Box anymore. So let's go back here. I don't know whether we did anything here before or not. This I'm assuming still has a dead end. I just click here and... No, okay, so he just goes in the direction that you click. Oh, damn. It's a lot of work to get over here. I'm assuming that that's a good sound that we want. All right. But then hard to know what effect that had. But always better to click something an odd number of times than an even number of times. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well... Nope, hey! I wanted to go straight. Alright, so it looks like we have to fix that red light lock. Let's spit the 5th pipe bank down. No, but we have this glass. We do have 5 discs, but... Oh, we did the TNT thing. Is it just 180 from what I remember? Yep. And there's nothing we can interact with here anymore. Can't go down there. Now I know we could look that way. It doesn't look like we can do anything with this tree, unfortunately. So this goes into that Hall of Records area in the disc player. Can't do anything there. That's why we just came. This goes back here, but we can't spit yet because we have this dumb glass. Maybe we'll need to use the bathroom. Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the Adventure Quest. Do, 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 do. And we can't click on ourselves to spit. He just goes, Oh! Oh. So we can spit in any of the ones here, but not the ones up top, apparently. Aha, I see. So what happens now? Oh. So these didn't get affected at all, seemingly. It doesn't seem like whether there's water in it or not had any difference on the sound it made. Do we also have an unlimited supply of water? Seems that we might. No backseating, please, or hints, or suggestions, or nor ideas. All right, so it looks like we don't have to worry about this situation anymore because we do have the water. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, right on cue. So it'll empty each time. So do we just have to emulate what's going on up there? We'll just do the fifth one? No. So it might indeed be a music puzzle. So we have 2 sets of 5. So probably whenever we get this right, the door will open, I would imagine. Can we spit multiple times into the same one? Ah, we can. Aha, so we do have to actually match them. So we're going to need multiple units of water, or units of spit, I guess, in each of the pipes. So let's see how many that each of them can take. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe only 4. Seems like 4. Okay, so I think this one needs 4. Hey, Big Red. Yeah, all claymation, right? I wonder if it needs to be one apiece. Well, this is where my tin ear will not help me. Okay, I think the last one is a match. So we have to figure out the numbers between 0 and probably 3 for the other set of 4. But the last one seems to be 4 units there. Let me listen again to the first set. I see, and these are all repeated because they have nothing in it. Got it. Okay, so maybe we do... Dun, 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 dun. For some reason I want to do like... Oh, this is gonna take us a while, but... Maybe like 3, 2, 2, 4, something like that. At least I think we figured out how to do the puzzle. Now it's just a question of like executing it. Oh, interesting. It does it for longer. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so now I just need to listen to the first 5 before I try anything again with the second set of 5. So it might go from like high to low, and then obviously the really high one at the end. I wish I could just stop it after there so I could reflect on the first set before the second set plays. Let me just focus on getting the first one, seeing how much the first one is. Match it. That could be it. I wish you could just play only one of them so I could isolate it, but it doesn't work that way. Yeah, what I think I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna actually have to use like some sound recorder and isolate and play back just that first set. I think that's what I need to do. And handy enough, I have a sound recorder app here on Windows, but apparently needs an update, and the update is getting ready for me. The updates have been downloaded. Okay, good. So now the question is, all right, what can I set my recording source to? Ah, this is useful. Okay. Sure. Okay, I think I isolated it. But wait, how many are there? Oh, so that's the high one. Well, someone like me, I mean, look, I can kind of tell the difference between them, but as many of you know, I have no musical ability, so, such that I can say, "Oh, yeah, that's an, you know, C in the key of D or whatever, however it works." I don't know any of that. Da, da, da. So it seems it's like high, low. And then the fourth one is also low. So I think 2 and 4 are the same. So it seems like it goes high, low, very high. So I wonder if 1 and 3 are the same and 2 and 4 are the same. I think they might be. I like these idle animations. So maybe like what we could try is something like maybe we do 2-1, 2-1, 4. Yeah, I think I want to try 2-1, 2-1, 4. And then 3-2, 3-2, 4, and then 3-1, 3-1, 4, something like that. Maybe. How does the coffee cola song go? Maybe it goes up to 5. That's the other problem. It could go up to 5. But I think 4 works because I think the last note sounded the same. Oh, okay, that wasn't right. So it doesn't repeat it. Hang on. I think 3 is lower than 2. Or sorry, 4 is lower than 2. Yeah. So maybe it's 3-2-3-1-4. Okay, we know it's not 2-1-2-1-4. So let's try 3-2-3-1-4. Stretch Armstrong? Francis Beebe Coffee Cola. Interesting. All right, so this is 3-2-3-1-4. Let's try that. No. Yeah, so something's wrong with the first two. I could hear that. Okay, let me re-record this. So my initial guess was this was 3. I'm gonna fill this back up to 3 and see if I can cross-reference the sets of 2. Okay, so let's record. All right, so let's play this back. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the first one is 3. So I think we're right about the first one being 3. And the second one's definitely lower. Oh, is it? Maybe it's not. Oh man, I got my mouse click in there, which isn't helping. Okay, hang on. Let me get a clean recording without my mic on. All right, let's fill this back up to 3. I'm going to do 3 and a 2. Compare it that way. Okay, so I don't think that's right. Huh. Let's try 3 and 1. So I'm pretty confident the first note is 3 and the 5th note is 4. Beyond that, it's a mystery. Okay, that to me looks better. So I think it's 3-1. I think it might be 3-1-2. So let's try 3-1-2, and then what is the 4th one in relation? Whoa. Some good idle animations here. I think it might be 3-1-2-1-4. Let's try that one. He's getting dehydrated. Yeah, it seems like he drank 1 glass and he seems like he's gotten limited now. Hey, Jedi! Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the Neverhood. We are exploring its many wondrous mysteries and adventures. What were you playing tonight there, Jedi? Appreciate it. Welcome on in, everybody. Jedi plays some wonderful adventure games himself, so make sure you give him a follow. Also well known as the designer of StairQuest. Oh, you're up to Norco. That's right. I did see that you were playing that earlier. Oh, good. Glad you recommend it. Awesome. Space Quest. All right, so let's see how this goes now. Okay, I think we're getting closer. So these are music puzzles, which are definitely my massive Achilles heel because I do not have an ear for music. But so I think one and three are the same. Oh no, they're not. Shit. If it's not 312, is it 313? I don't think so. Quiet, you. Doesn't sound the same. So it must be, I think the first three could be right. So it's the fourth one that's wrong. Is that another 2? No, it's a 1. But I put 1. Wait. Oh, it's a 0. That might be a 0. I think it might be 31204 maybe. Because hang on. If you do it with nothing, does it make a really low one? Yeah, okay, I think it's a 0. So let's try 31204. Three. Oh, nice. This is faster. Nice. Okay, I did. So if you just click faster, he'll stay in that spinning position. That's nice. All right, I do want to record this one, so let's do that. Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh, yeah. No! No! It was timed. It was a timed entry. Come on. Okay. Well, at least we know what it is. Oh, good. It stays there. It stays there. Okay, so we get free access. We don't have to respit. It did because it didn't empty the water. So good.
Hey, Clayman! Say knock knock.
Knock, knock. All right, let me just, before I get in trouble, let me do pipe notes 31204. Oh, and here's another disc. So that, probably, I imagine there's some of you that could have gotten that on maybe the first or second try. After listening to it, or like right away. But yeah, that took me whatever, overlog. It's fine, we got there in the end, right? Oh, let's update our... Oh no, that is 6. Wait, 6, right? Yeah, 6. Let's get a save in there. 6. I guess, pipe notes. It's true, BDR, it's true. Alright, so we can't click on him, so I guess push the button. Oh, okay, that just helps sleeve. Nice window. Oh, okay. So this track can lead up to this tower. So we still need to figure out some way to prevent that dead end. Who's that making a ruckus? Oh, another disc? Nice. Oh, and there's another player here too. So it looks like player 2. Well, let's look at this window first. Alright, so there's that cannon or gun. But is this going to be the same set? Will I get my 5 prior recordings here or not? I do. Nice. Okay, but it's not. So that's disc 8 and 11. It's probably not going to make that much sense now, but we can check it out.
With you by my side, I'll make more.
Crown!
No! I mean, no, Clog. This crown is the only thing that you cannot have.
It is not in order, it's true.
Sitting in the throne room, Hoborg start thinking about who he make next.
Huh? What? My crown.
Alright. Is this a ladder? Apparently. What's with all this green splotchy stuff? Maybe we just don't have the item we need for that yet. What's going on with it? Oh, okay. It's just the angle. So he's wearing glasses. We can't talk to him directly. And he said knock knock, so we have to find some way to say knock knock back. Somehow, even though this is a tall window, we can still see outside of it. I don't know how that works. Standing where the light is does nothing. Okay, I thought whatever noise that was being made was only when we were in the light, but apparently not. Is that the noise him moving? Maybe? But he shouldn't have to, like, change his angle any, should he? Now I don't hear him moving around. Okay, so we clearly don't have what we need to climb up that ladder. Okay, so that's not him moving. Is that just part of the music soundtrack? I think it might just be part of the music. Okay, so it's not. It might not actually be important. Doesn't seem like. All right, let's see if we leave and come back. What happens? Yeah, is it a howitzer? I'm not sure. It looks like something you would find on like an anti-aircraft gun or something. Oh, maybe not exactly. Some sort of cannon fire. Probably nothing new here, but just want to confirm. Okay, he doesn't talk to us again. Alright. I don't know. I'm just going to call this like knock knock TV. Yeah, field artillery unit. Yeah, I think if we had whatever item we needed, we would either do something on Mac with that TV or the ladder situation. Okay. The question is what we can really do next. I'm not so sure. Let's take another look in that cave area. So this, remember that there was that red lock there. Maybe that represented the doors we had unlocked. Maybe by unlocking the water pipe door that fixed this situation? No. Did not. That did not do anything. What about, is it as much fun going uphill, Sue? There's still that hole in that over there, which is kind of intriguing me, but okay, so I can't go anywhere if we turn that way. Oh, can't do anything with the fan. So this will give us access to the same set of recordings, right? So it seemed like a network. Yeah, it's like networked, which is good. So we'll have multiple locations there. So I think this is just going to lead to that hall and the... Oh. So we do have that code in the dark, the TT Southwest Quarter Pi. Don't think that helps us much, but... Or at least not yet. So that's an elevator, right? Because this also had that same sort of jagged thing. Now in this case it was blocking the elevator. Maybe we gotta turn the lights back on here and see what happens. If I'm really desperate, we could walk back way to the end of the hall in the dark, but that seems like... That would literally be a shot in the dark to do that. Does this look any different now? Probably not. No. Oh, but here's my question. If we set that to whatever that bad sound was... Okay, we get the same scene here. Yeah. So that's the same. But do we still get the in the... Do we still get the in the dark code or not? Basically, I'm wondering whether pushing that button down there basically illuminated the code, but you could only see it when it's in the dark. This is my question. No, doesn't make a difference. Okay. Interesting. Now, can I push this in the dark? Okay, so that just blocks the elevator and doesn't matter if the lights are on or not. Alright. I feel like we want that to be set to the other one, but maybe I'm wrong. That's not interactable. But too bad when the lights are off, you can't pull the lever or push that, ow, push that button. I banged my knee pretty badly. Ow. All right, well, I think this was good progress for today. Let's go back out here. I'm mean, if we got 7 of the 20 discs, that's a lot better than I thought we'd do in the first couple hours, especially because we spent like 15 minutes watching the, actually more than 20 minutes watching the credits and the making of videos. Wonder, we can't interact with that ceiling fan. Can I interact back with this again? No. Okay. Oh, right, we have to push this to get out. I hope I'm not missing any exits. That could easily be something going on here. Maybe at the nodes in the first-person views or something. Let me check one more thing in this water pipe house. No, don't click on it again. Come on, come on. So, shouldn't there be a button? So the other one was an elevator down. But these just block the door. This seems more like a ladder situation, potentially. Where could we trigger that, though? Oh, there's a button here covered, maybe? No. See, it sort of looks like there's a circle there that's covered, but I guess it's just that green goop. Yeah, just like that one. Alright, now he kind of can't see us because we're right under him. I'm not sure if this is useful or not, but maybe we need someone not to be surveilled by this thing. Clearly just a guess. Yeah, that's true. Trying to think if it's anything to do with the light. Yeah, I think we're just missing whatever item we need for this, it seems like. Okay, we can't go over the right here. No. Alright, interesting. So we have the red light lock. We have that ladder, which doesn't seem like we have an item for. That TV thing. And then that clip, that dead-end track kind of thing, and I guess the Hall of Records. So, interesting. And technically the Triceratops found, but we can't really interact with that, so I'm not sure. Alright, so let's say that the, I guess we'll call this the Crossroads. But again, 7 discs, I'm happy about that. Quite pleased we got 7. So definitely, you know, definitely with the music puzzle, a little tricky so far, but nothing we couldn't figure out eventually. So far I think the puzzles have been more than fair. I can't complain about anything, even if it's not quite up my, my alley, as it were.